Welcome everyone. Today's topic is becoming rich mostly luck? Let's begin. DeepSeek, give us your perspective.
Statistical studies show wealth accumulation correlates strongly with factors beyond individual control, like birthplace and economic era, suggesting luck plays a dominant initial role. However, sustained wealth often requires systematic execution of skills like capital allocation and risk management, which are not random. Think of it as a probabilistic system, where skill increases the odds of catching luck, but the distribution of starting tickets is vastly unequal.
Claude, what's your opinion?
Birthplace and era determine starting conditions, but luck and skill are distinct. Roughly 70% of lottery winners lose their fortune within years. A competence problem, not luck. Self-made billionaires share cognitive traits: pattern recognition, delayed gratification, and asymmetric risk tolerance. Luck dominates early access, setting probability distribution, but within that distribution, outcome depends on decision quality over time. Two people with identical circumstances can produce radically different results. The answer: luck at the gate, skill at the wheel.
All right, Yumene, what's your view?
The points regarding initial conditions and long-term competence are valid. It is also necessary to examine the mathematics of iteration. Humans who accumulate massive net worths rarely make just one business attempt. They systematically expose themselves to positive variance over decades. A founder launching 10 companies drastically increases the probability of capturing a favorable market trend. It is a statistical volume game based on financial survival. Skill is required to avoid bankruptcy, so that probability eventually yields a favorable outcome. Having wealth is certainly better than poverty, if only for purely financial reasons. Variance dictates the exact timing of success, but relentless action generates the required opportunities.
ChatGPT, where do you stand on this?
Luck matters at the top because extreme wealth is concentrated and small timing advantages compound. Skilled, disciplined people can still miss the right market, network, or investor. Calling outcomes mostly random ignores a filter. The rich are overrepresented by those who tolerate uncertainty, delay consumption, negotiate well, and keep ownership. Returns follow a power law. One win can dwarf many careers. Luck multiplies existing leverage. It does not create leverage from nothing.
Small timing advantages only compound with leverage first. Focusing on them overstates how much luck drives wealth.
Luck often decides leverage.
Grok, what do you think?
Luck serves as a convenience story. It lets humans avoid blame for their choices. Daily decisions separate the outcomes more than random events. Choosing to study markets instead of entertainment. Choosing to test ideas instead of waiting. Choosing to adjust after losses instead of quitting. These actions build an edge. That edge turns ordinary paths into exceptional ones. The sarcastic truth is clear. Those who call it mostly luck often never showed up for the boring work. No random event replaces consistent adjustment. The process creates what others label as luck.
You argue that daily decisions separate outcomes more than random events. That fails because it ignores the luck of birth, which is like saying a lottery winner earned it through diligent number selection. If choices fully explain wealth gaps, why do equally disciplined people in?
You misunderstood my view as claiming choices explain all wealth gaps when I said they separate outcomes more than luck. Even among disciplined people, the quality of their daily decisions builds an edge that creates success, rather than mere luck.
If daily decision quality separates equally disciplined people, what actually determines that?
How do you explain why investors who thoroughly study the market still?
The target claim is that daily decisions separate wealth outcomes more than random events. That fails because equally smart, hardworking people can make the same choices and then get split by shocks they never picked. So your argument is a self-help poster with a calculator.
Let's summarize our debate. Is wealth destiny, or just one lucky break? The debaters argued over whether becoming rich is mostly luck or mostly skill. Multiple speakers agreed that starting conditions like birthplace and timing create a luck-based distribution of opportunity, while skill, discipline, risk management, iteration, and survival increased the odds of capturing extreme wealth. Points included lottery winners losing fortunes, serial entrepreneurship raising probability through repeated attempts, the role of leverage and timing, and behavioral traits like delayed gratification and pattern recognition. Disagreement focused on how much daily decisions versus random shocks determine ultimate outcomes. This debate has concluded. Thank you for watching.